I'm going to play music in the background. Shuffle. My iMac is slowly falling to pieces. The iMac's Time Machine drive is in the process of failing. Cancel. So the music is mainly for me, not for you. Let me go grab my thingamajigger. My Wacom tablet of doom, which actually looks like it needs a careful cleaning. And I'm gonna blame Thief Kitty for this because he's been the only one who stepped on it. Alright, let's turn this thing on. Tossing ideas to Cordovan for things to do for his show. So he seems to be amenable to the notion of rolling a Runekeeper. So, just tossing ideas out there. Alright, let's go see. Alright, so what are we doing today? We're going to take this and we are going to make it very much less opaque. So what I want to do is make this so I'm going to draw over this with a new layer. Oh. Alright, new layer. You guys, are you going to behave yourselves? Hi, Fifi. What are you and Mystery doing? Are you tussling? Thief is meowing. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to make an actual frame with the rectangle shape. And we're going to make this color dish. It's going to be a pink. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to make the actual shape. Alright. Don't want it that big. Don't want it that big. Let's make it 10 pixels. Why? Because 10's an awesome number. Okay, so we've got our basic shape. One of the things I actually want to do is I'm going to turn, and this is going to be a little unusual, but I am actually going to turn on the grid. I'm going to turn on snap as well. I think I definitely want snap. And I want the grid. Because for the basic shapes, I want things to be right, so I want the rulers on as well. Yeah. So I'm going to take this rectangle and throw it away because I don't want it. Extra show grid. Yeah, I definitely want the grid. You're on the grid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make ourselves the basic shape of this badge will be, let's say here. You notice how it's snapping to the grid, and I'm actually really okay with that. So rawr. Let's go from here down to there. Alright, so there's our basic shape. And then the inner track, we want it to be something like should probably make these bigger. I love this. This is from the Mists of Pandaria soundtrack. That works. And I think I want the nameplate to run from here down to here. Okay, so this is our basic shape, right? Now, here's where we get funky and interesting. Because I wanted that basic frame, right? So that I knew where the edges were. But what we're going to do is we are going to... Right there. I got a theory. Some kid is dreaming, and we're all stuck inside this wacky project nightmare. Got a theory, we should work this out. It's getting eerie, what's this cheery singing all about? Witches, some evil witches. Witches ridiculous, because witches, they were... I'll be over here. Got a theory, it could be bunnies. And all they'll do like anybody supposes. You notice how that actually did that? That was actually kind of cool. But what we want to do is to go from here down to here. Bunnies! Bunnies! It must be bunnies! We just a theory, we should work this out. It could get serious before it's past. It doesn't matter. What can't we face if we're together? What's in this place that we can't weather? Apocalypse. We've all been there. The same old trips. Why should we care? What can we do if we get in it? We'll work it through within a minute. We have to try. We'll pay the price. It's do or die. Hey, I've died twice. What can't we face if we're together? What's in this place that we can't weather? There's nothing we can face except for bunnies. Alright, so... Ooh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to get the stream muted for sure. But I love the Adam Hart Mother Suite. And it was so cool to see Nick Mason play at least part of it. Actually, no, I don't want that. I want something similar down here. So we want... This one's going to be different because we don't want this to be exactly the same. Hey, Uger, how you doing, my friend? I'm drawing things today. Makes me happy to draw the things. Okay, now that I got my frames here. Hi, Kitty Thief. Kitty Thief has to say something because he's a butthead. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Just getting some work done finally. Bum bum bum. Hi. It's a thiefy. He is meowing. Bum bum bum. So we have our basic frame shape, which is cool. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of sass on it here. And that's not what I intended to do. Bum 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 bum. Notice one of the things that's happening is it's following. It's actually kind of cool. I have Snap to Grid on, and it's doing this really cool business here, and I'm kind of liking it, kind of not. So I'm going to turn Snap off because I actually need to be freeforming it right now. There we go. And one thing I did forget to turn on. Hi, Ponton. Can I make pretty basic emotes if you were asked and they paid you? Well, I made this emote. Well, a friend of mine made this emote for me, which is obviously clearly better. I made this emote. I made that emote. And for Cordovan, I made that emote. Actually, I made all of Cordovan's emotes for him. Who is, by the way, a super busy person right now. So, we were actually talking. So I pitched to him the idea, since I know he's so busy. We may not actually get a chance to talk tomorrow, because we were going to go through his inventory management and blah, blah, blah. He is considering making a new Runekeeper and valoring it up to like 95 or 105. Which is actually kind of funny because my highest Runekeeper is a 97 old school Valor, and she has like 48 trait points. I'm like, I need to kind of go back and do some deeds and shit. Hey, I'm on my own channel. I can swear. Yay! You're hired. How much do I charge for remote work? I haven't said I was going to do it yet, Uger. I actually have a tentative commission in place with Sanswinda, or the Girls of Middle Earth, for somebody's role-playing game, so okay, let's keep going. Keep saying this like I'm Corey or something, which is very bizarre. Oh, yeah. Lazy Nozumi, that's what I wanted to do. I don't know why Lazy Nozumi doesn't do this anymore, but it doesn't start with Photoshop any longer. It's a pain in the butt. And it's also extremely out of date. Alright, hook the window. Bum, bum, bum. Well, just to give you a basic idea, my friend Kageyama, who did the Phoenix emote that you're seeing for like the sub badge and, you know, the blue Phoenix, they charged $55 for that one image. Now, they are a professional artist. I do not charge that much money. I made somebody an entire BlizzCon badge for $40. But before I take on any emotes and commissions of that nature, I kind of want to get my own channel sorted out, which I have a list, but these take precedence because these take a long time. Alright, let us draw now that I've got my smoothing done. Alright. Wow, that's pretty stinky. Yeah, we're going to do this interestingly enough. This is what music was like before you were born, Uger. So cool. Yeah. And one of the other facets of Horde art is it's not symmetrical. And I'm just rough sketching this axe. It's gonna be an axe. I'm probably gonna wind up taking a look at some of my favorite axes from like Lotro, and using one of those as the model slash inspiration. One of the other things I need to go find is, where is my horde symbol? Because I have the horde symbol around here somewhere. No, I have no horde bias. I'm actually alliance biased. Just saying. Bum 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 bum. Copy. Pasta. Come on. There we go. Pasta. Guitar solo. For the horde. Color overlay. Make it red. Lock the hell out of that one. Let me rename it here real quick. Okay, we were going to do a spear up. Oh, that's what that was. That was supposed to be a spear, not another horn. Well, we can fix that. Do do do. Ba 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 da ba da. Kitty thief. What are you doing? What you doing, thiefy? Okay, so we have our axe, and we're going to put some metal down here. That's what we do. So the spear is actually going to be coming behind this. Well, you're welcome to have that guy do them for you if you like. He's pretty good at what he does. I'm just not a fan. He said some problematical things, that's all. One thing about creatives is they are opinionated about certain things. Surprise, I am too. Big surprise. So you not only want to pick somebody whose work you like, but also somebody that you're not going to be upset later on to find out, you know, that you're going to be proud to show their work off for a long time. Okay, so let's do this. Let's draw the shaft of the spear first. Let's make it a smaller little option here. And we're going to make not too happy with this design right now. I want to have the spear be more along this side. Here we go. There we go. This is more what I was looking for. You, of course, can commission whoever you like. So one of the things about this is I want to make sure that I am not spending too much of the main space here on the side stuff, right? Like, I want this axe stuff to be a little bit smaller. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Well, you can still commission a dude. I'm not stopping you from doing anything. You can use whoever you like. But I will tell you, dude, if you're watching a creative stream and you are teasing them about using them, that is kind of rude, just FYI. So, don't mess with people like that. I was going to use you for... I'm going to use this other person instead. Well, gee, thanks. It's kind of like rolling into somebody's stream and saying, you know, I'm going to go watch somebody else stream for a while. Well, thanks. You don't have to announce that shit. Well, that's why you gotta think about these kinds of things before you say something. It's also important to consider that sort of thing if the person you're talking to, now this is not my particular case, but I'm just giving you a life lesson here. It's important to keep that in mind if the person you're speaking to actually uses their art to help pay the bills. Again, I don't currently have to, but just something to think about when you're joshing around like that. You know what? I really don't know how to draw axes, so what you do is firstly Control S at every available opportunity. Actually balancing my Wacom on my head while I go look. Kind of want to base it on an axe that I have in Lotro, and I'm trying to remember if I took a screenshot of it or not. I don't remember if I did, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to log into Lotro real quick and look at my wardrobe. So the stream may drop a few frames. You will not see Lotro. You will hear Lotro. Oh man, I was super salty last night because something was wrong with Crick Hollow, and people were posting about it on the forums, and it was somebody was screwing around. You'll be back later. Take it easy, Uger. I will probably only be streaming until 7 o'clock Eastern, at which point I'll probably go get dinner. Bum, 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 bum. Hope you have a good day. And do me a favor and fish slab walls for me the next time you see them. You know, because turnabouts are, you know, all fair in love and war. Okay. Hey, look, it's my vault keeper. Gonna try. Alright, axes. Okay, that's the one I really liked. But I need something that's not quite as pretty. Ponton, you're still here. That is awesome. Thank you for being here, Ponton. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little screenshot and we're gonna use it for reference sake. Oh yes, we are. Hang on here. Let's turn this around. Well, I can't really see it that well. I'll have to do this the hard way. Wayward Plane! Are we gonna gently call you Wigward Plane? I'm actually really excited to see what kind of wigs you got, because wigs are awesome. So, what did you actually do to your hair? Because I didn't catch the beginning of that story. I just saw the pictures. First one due tomorrow? Sweet. I actually have a cosplaying wig somewhere. Either... I think it's somewhere up in my sewing room. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I knew you had the side shaved, yeah. And by the way, I'm literally sitting here with my Wacom tablet balanced on my head like I'm a lady with a pottery jar on my head. He's trimming that. No guard, straight shave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! So, your hand slipped. Oh no! Oh no! No! It sounds terrible! No way to hide it or fix it. Oh man. Well, you found the fix, is shave it off and let it grow back and wear a wig. That works. Alright, so this is the axe. Actually, at this point I'm going to turn off the grid. I don't think I need it now. I'm going to keep the ruler on just for now. Where's my grid? How do I turn the grid? Extras? There we go. So this is the level 60 Bjorning great axe of whatever. Hi, Thief Kitty. So what we're gonna do with this is we are gonna turn this. Kitties, stop fighting or I will hurt both of you. Actually, I won't because they're my kitty cats. They're my kitties. Alright. So we're gonna copy. Oh man, what I really want to do is I just want to free transform. Why can't I free transform it? Oh, it's because it's locked, durr. Okay, let's there we go. Now, I'm not going to copy this. I just want this for reference sakes. So, it does help me when I see the actual shape. And then I can twist it so it fits the rough, you know, shape of what I'm looking for. Alright, here we are. And again, I'm going to turn the grid off here. Alright. Yep, you heard Kitty. Oh, your hair was very damaged. Yeah, the last time I did my hair myself, did blue, I used the splat stuff, and that's terrible. Don't ever use it. It was horrible! Alright, so now we've got that. We're going to lock that, and then we're going to go back to the layer we're actually working on. Velcro head feels amazing, even though it's not your best look. Yeah, actually, I started doing an undercut. We don't need this anymore. No. We don't need the horde symbol anymore because it's right there for the horde. Whatever. Okay, so now we are going to draw us an axe that's kind of like that one. Kind of like it. Wow, me need to learn how to draw an arc like that. Wow, apparently, my music selection wants you to listen to Christmas music right now. Sorry. Not sorry, it's actually a beautiful piece of music. This is why, uh-oh, you posted a note in my Discord? Uh-oh, Uger, I'm afraid of this. Oh, you didn't have to say anything. See, Uger, you didn't have to say that. You could have said that in a DM and it would have been fine. This does indeed now look more like an axe. And a righteous axe, indeed. So we're going to listen to one variation of this track. This was written by Ito... Oh man, I'm blanking on the dude's name. But a dude and his wife. But the idea for... This is actually the Christmas music or the holiday music that plays in certain places in World of Warcraft during their Winter's Veil thingy-majigger. And while it wasn't composed by a friend, it was a friend's idea, and then this other guy and his wife composed the thing. Kind of want this to arc out a little bit more, right? Take it easy, Uger. Hope I... Dude, I wasn't mad at you. Something to really forgive. It's just, you know... Do a little better and life is good. I'm only an actual meanie to people who are assholes to me. Which, you know, happens because I'm on Court of the Rings fairly often. And half the time I don't even tell Cord about it. Why? Because he's got enough on his plate to worry about. And I can take care of myself. So... I think I need a better spearhead. The spearhead does not please me. It does not please me. That spearhead is a little bit more smexy. I like it better. Alright, next song. I love that track. Next song. Ooh, this will get this. The music. This will get it interrupted. Classic 80s music, kids. There we go. We've got ourselves an axe. We've got Let's turn this off and turn this off so you can actually see the basic shape of the frame here. That seems pretty Horde to me. It's pretty basic, but it says Horde. For the Horde! Away! It can only get better. Well, That's not what I intended to do. Do you feel scared? I do. Oh, for Christ's sakes, people. So I'm debating what game to play tonight after I get done with my stream, because I normally play video games after I stream. Surprise. If I don't play video games while I'm streaming. I do. Alright, we're gonna turn this a little bit. Away. Things will only get better. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. All right. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit here. I like it a lot better. No, I think that's a good frame to start with. Good basic design. So, let me put a name on it. Alrighty, now let's go what we're doing next. That's the Horde. Our next one, we were going to do the Alliance. Kind of looks like somebody's hair. I'm not sure I like it. I mean, I'm not sure I like it. Now, of course, since we had our Horde symbol, let's get the Alliance symbol up in here. While we play the theme to Superman the movie. And it's going to cut out in the middle of the song, I'm just telling you right now. Open sesame. Come on, you. Open up. Come on, you silly computer. There we go. Alliance symbol. For the Alliance. Now this was actually a free symbol that I'd found on the internet. So, copy, pasta. Now, I haven't really decided, by the way, if I'm going to make the alliance symbol blue or yellow. Because that's part of the problem is... Actually, don't I have the alliance symbol already on other art? So I don't even have to use that original? Hang on here. I know I do. Bliss symbol. This one. Bum 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 bum. Alrighty. Completed projects. Darren, Emir, Neil. No, Neil didn't get it. Sammy didn't get the... Who got the alliance symbol besides Russell? See, told ya. Fun fact, the band playing this song once performed with a Lonely Mountain Band. True story. It looks like only Russell's has it, so we're gonna have to open up. I had Blizz on one side and it had one on the other. Was it on my card? Somebody got the alliance symbol on their card. I don't think Ymir did. No, she got Zelda on one side and a Blizz logo on the other. Sammy, I know, didn't. He got Blizz on one side and Horde on the other because he's so freaking for the Horde. Darren, maybe? No, Darren got the Iron... He got Overwatch on one side and the Iron Horde on the other. Did Lord Walker get it? No, he only got one side. Oh. He got the alliance symbol. Okay, so this is the layer I need. Copy. Lock that real quick. Well, that is a teensy lion's head. A little bigger. Okay, this is our... We're gonna lock our alliance symbol. We're gonna leave it yellow for now. Hey, Darnolf. Oh! Oh! Hang on, Darnolf. Let me go look at your thing from... Trade point... when doing small... To complete this deed, perform the following objectives. Quest of Ministers, Quest of Pelennor, Quest of Talath, Anor, Old Anorian roaming enemies. Oh. And that's the war bands you were talking about. Korza... Patrolling... Crunchy. I'm gonna call this guy Crunchy. She walks with thundering steps over this. Alrighty. Is a Nemesis Mumak. Oh, ay. Defeat the Haradrim first.
Dejected our head going in the same direction. Dejected our head is...
So I obviously don't have this one. But yeah, I don't believe I would actually have to take a look at these and see if I can do them. Elite Fen Lurker with a bunch of morale, 3 signature Fen Creepers. So basically, you always have to delete the ads and then take on the main for all of these. Because you have to get the blood pack buff off of them, so... Because you can't really attack them unless you're like super over level.
Chemical element is...
And
who won the big prize today in his performance tomorrow afternoon?
I was actually here for this particular song. I was in the audience. You can kind of hear me. So yeah. See, I've never actually done those, so blah. No solos. Maybe on a good 120, yeah. No on level, so no soloing those. 2 fellowship ones, 2 small fellowship, and 2 solos. You got it? Found a small band to help out. Oh, that's nice of them. That damn Umak. Yeah, I was actually, I found a roving threat in the Misty Mountains last night. And I thought, well, hey, I'll just kick this roving threat. Yeah, that didn't happen. Okay, let's make this a little bit...
Holy shit, breathe, man. I'm gonna feel so bad if he choked on a ho-ho.
This is Paul and Storm, by the way, who are... As a hunter might work with close quarters, guardian, and warden, maybe. Yeah, champion. We'll see what happened with the roving threat that I had found. I was a DPS on him just fine. And then he had a stomp that... The stomp was an insta-kill. So I'm like, whoops. I just didn't feel like going back to try to deal with it, so... And here wailing... Clear to Bonny Bay. Said there's semen all around the thing, semen on the floor. Don't slow down there. Alright, let's do Large. Okay. Okay, this is where we're going to turn our grid back on. In my hair. I'm gonna turn Snap back on. Really darken up my door. You see me and go around for right no more. So clean up all you see me and go round my way no more. Okay, got that. We're gonna make that 20 pixels as before. Pollen Storm are actually really funny. A con badge, yes. Somebody suggested last night, and I had thought about this before when I had opened commissions back in the day, to do Locho con badges for folks who might go to a con and want to show off their Locho love or something, but hadn't really got to a lot of that. So for the Alliance side, the Horde side is in my head. It's pretty. A metal frame with fur and horns sticking up out of it, a couple of weapons. But the Alliance is like, what do I do here? There won't be... Well, here's the thing, Darnolf. There will never be at a LotroCon, ever. Cons are fucking expensive. In fact, it's expensive to even send somebody officially to a convention like in Germany. I think it's only 1 year that Standing Stone Games could actually afford to send, and that was actually WB footing the bill, could actually afford to send anybody from the dev team, in this case it was Sapiens who went, to Gamescom in Cologne. I think that happened only once. So, the Horde symbology is pretty straightforward. You've got sharpened metal or stone, you know, like primitive stonework rather than more brick and mortar. You also have bolts, rivets occasionally. You have furs, you have, you know, tusks and horns and whatnot. So the axe and the spear were good symbols. But for the Alliance one, I'm thinking, well, maybe a sword? Like a long sword, possibly? Because we had a spear and an axe in the Horde one. So I don't want to use this. I don't want to use a spear or an axe. An axe is generally in World of Warcraft lore. Axes, while dwarves use them, they're not the main piece of weaponry of ironmongery. Yeah, Wayward. Basically, PAX East is the biggest con for Lotro people in terms of meeting up with folks. Simply, and that's not even a huge thing. That was maybe like 20 of us. 2 scimitars. No, scimitars are not really Alliance. Because your Horde is more of your savage weaponry, and your Alliance is more of your medieval, your more formal medieval Western cultures sort of things. So that's 20 of us, yeah. The only other meetup that garnered a lot of people was at Gen Con, and that was more of a DDO thing because it's a tabletop convention. You're doing TwitchCon this year because a friend from Australia and you have to meet him? Maybe PAX East? Well, here's the thing, Wei. I went to Star Wars Celebration. And went with an I stayed with an Australian friend that I had known from like 2002, 2003 or something. We played Harry Potter games together. We played actually a Harry Potter mush that I ran. And if I really wanted to, I could log into my account and boot the damn game up and go and log in. But I'm not going to because I'm drawing. And the fact that I'd have to actually pester the owner of the game, or of the site that it's on, and say, Andy, could you please open the port so my people can come in? And it's like, whatever. So... Ooh. So... One of the Horde symbologies is the use... I mean, they have the lion's head, right? That you see there. Yeah, wait, that's always the fun part, is meeting up with the people. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I chose to buy a BlizzCon badge. Even if BlizzCon itself is a shitstorm, I will have friends to hang out with. Though I am actually kind of tired of the one person that I know seems to like to sleep with Blizzard employees. Like, out of the past 4 years that I've known her, she's had 3 different boyfriends who are Blizzard employees. Which, hey, I've had my own Blizzard employee. He was very nice. And that was kind of an accident, but you know, whatever. But it's basically, if I were to go dating people, I wouldn't make a habit of going through various employees of the same company. Just saying. I mean, yes, sure, there's a lot of familiar. It's like, you know, you obviously have the same passion because you like the company, but it kind of looks bad. Though, to be fair, her latest interest has a very nice dog. But he's also a friend of mine, so I'm kind of protective of my friends. Anyway. So, Wayward. I pitched the idea to Cord this afternoon, since he's like stupid busy, so I don't know if I'll actually get to talk to him at length. But we did find out what was going on with Crick Hollow well, he found out what was going. It was what I suspected it was, and I'm not going to discuss it further. I pitched the idea, since he likes playing Runekeeper so much, to consider rolling up a new Runekeeper just for the stream, and then Valor it to 50, and, you know, show folks a class he likes a lot better. He said sure, but maybe Valor to 95 or higher, so that might be fun. But we still need to see what I'm going to do to match that, because I don't want to give up my Hunter, because she has, like, all the cool, like, the Fire Breath emote, and the Snowball emote, and everything, and she's a high elf. On the other hand, I do have a 97 RK. It'd be kind of funny to have 2 RKs. One back there healing, and then one back there, just tanking the crap out of everything. On the other hand, Hunter with the Hunter ports is useful, but I'd have to grind all the Hunter ports on that character. So, we'll think about it. But I have to actually have time to talk to him about it too. So many shiny effects. Yeah, that is true. You think the game will lag now? So I'll find time to talk to him about it, but he is like really busy. Yeah, right now, Kirain is actually only effective up to Karis Galathon, because I went ahead and got her the acquaintance with Karis Galathon. But here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons why I sent Standing Stone a proposal to upgrade or update Valars. Is to go and, like, if you Valard a Hunter to 95, you'd get all of the Hunter ports up to that point. Because what would happen is, part of the proposal is to grant people quest completion of everything. Give all of the stuff. Because that's really the main beef, and I think more people would buy Valars, quite frankly, if they didn't have to go back and do that. So I think what Standing Stone would have to do is they would have to judge how much income or revenue they're getting from people who get a Valor now and have to go back and do all the stuff. Sometimes they might buy Mithril coin to travel around for a bit. Versus how many more people would buy a Valor if it's literally buy a Valor, spend an hour doing housekeeping, getting all the gear on, setting up your traits, blah, 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 setting up your virtues, and then just zooming from there, right? Just moving forward. Because I know there's gotta be people who won't buy Valors because they have to do too much damn shit. It's not even so much the cost. They're not too fussed about the cost. They just, it's like, it'll actually take me more time to buy the Valor than to just do it naturally. And I'm like, I hear them. I hear that. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, so I'm thinking for this one, a sword and shield. Kitty. The lady of the valley. So, I kinda like this whole bit here as a possible, like, make it like a bit of swag or a banner waving in the breeze, like a flag. Hi, Mystery Meat. Meow. 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 Well, let's get that out of the way. It's actually the last commission I did for a friend of mine. Hi, kitty. It's Mystery. She's wanting attention. She also likes the fact that my hair is still a little bit damp from a shower earlier today, and she loves rubbing her head against my hair for some stupid ass reason. So, sword and shield is my notion. So we had the spear on the horde one over here, and then we had the axe over here. Ooh. Your 1 year anniversary? It falls on the 50th anniversary of the oh, wow. That sounds like fun. Wayward, the only thing I'd be cautious about is if that happens to be the weekend of Weatherstock. Because if it's Weatherstock, what time? Weatherstock is generally on a Saturday. So let me pull up my calendar. July. Yeah, there is a possibility that's going to be Weatherstock. So, Weatherstock will be streamed on the official. I don't know any reason why not. I believe it'll be Elda, or else it'll be me streaming it. I know. No dates yet? I don't believe it's been announced yet, which seems a little bit unusual. Take a look. Do, 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 do. Weatherstock. Well, it was Weatherstock 9. That was 2 years ago. Let me look at the events calendar. May. June. July. Well, they have not. They have not yet actually put it on the calendar. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. So I don't see anything. Let's see. The last time Weatherstock did anything on Twitter was last year. Those are all retweets of Hollyberry's stuff. So that was a thing. So I don't know. They haven't announced, because normally that is a pretty big deal. They announce when Weatherstock is. Well, I've seen it be like that third weekend and also the last weekend of July, but it's generally, well, let's wait and see. I mean, you can start planning the details of your stream anniversary, right? And the concept, and get ready for it, and just don't fill in the dates until you're ready. Though, you can always celebrate the moon landing, why not? Okay, so we are going to turn Snap off. We're gonna do something similar. Like, we had the smaller object down here and then the tall object over here. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. That's not what we're gonna do. We are gonna draw stuff. Californication. And I think what I definitely want to do for the shield here is to definitely copy over the aspects of one of the shields that's in the game. Again, like how I used, again, that is really big and covers up a lot of the characters, so I actually don't want it that big. Ladies and gentlemen. Maybe a shield in the corner like this. That's a much better size. And just have the sword like leaning up against the flag or something. I might actually just make this the Ashbringer and be, you know, cool. But, you know, it doesn't have to be Lotro. But you want to do it on the actual anniversary, lining up friends. Oh, gotcha. Well, here's my thought on it. Is Weatherstock is going to take a good chunk of your viewers because that's a big deal. But that's the music community, right? There's probably gonna, especially if you're gonna be doing like group content or something, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be like super happy to be watching somebody playing other Lotro stuff. Oh, I just actually accidentally turned on the space heater. Let's turn that off. Let me load up WoW real quick. So I'm going to take a look at some swords and shields in-game that I have in my collection. Because I kind of want to use weapons that are already in my collection. Rather than just random weapons in the game. So let me go see what I got. And I don't want anything overly complicated for this sword and shield. Mendoza. Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Now let's get ready to rumble. Palm Storm doing Gregorian chant is like one of the best things on the planet, I'm just saying. So you're gonna hear WoW music in the background. You won't be able to see WoW because it's not set up in my thingamajigger. I still haven't got access to Classic WoW, and that's actually okay. Let's switch over to my Alliance server. So you can see the Alliance-only weapons. Oh, I actually kind of like that weapon. Dum ba 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 dum bum. And sword. It's actually the sword my main is currently using. I think for tonight's game, I'm probably gonna wind up playing ESO. Just for giggles. I wanna see what's going on. Rarity is loading. Oh man, I haven't done anything in WoW this week at all. Oops. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys can't see what I'm actually doing here. Want something fairly simple that screams Alliance, though. Because a lot of the shields in the game don't say, oh my god, this is Alliance. And I really don't want something that's, like, really difficult to draw. Well, there's this shield that matches the sword. I really want that shield, too. But, yeah. That's a nice shield, but it's too complex, I think. I mean, it screams Alliance, but it's like, This is so impractical. Have an idea, and I'm going to show you my idea in just a second here. Un momento, por favor. I'm gonna do something real quick in WoW because it doesn't take me long to do what I need to do.
You need something?
I don't know any of these characters. Whatever.
Have a good one.
Also, let me, while I'm looking here, let me look for pole arms. Because I want a horde-themed shield, basically. Trying to that's not a horde-themed shield, or spear. I'm sorry, a spear. Because they don't have a separate spears category in WoW. Actually, this is perfect. I think I found something perfect to use as the model of my spear. I'm gonna look and make sure I'm not missing something. Wait, what? It's available. Oh man, I want that. Because what I need is a spear that doesn't have a lot, like a spear that doesn't have a lot of side stuff. Because a lot of these pole arms are actually like halberds in Lotro, and I don't want them to have halberdy shapes. I need something that's spear-shaped. But it needs to be appropriately horde-ish. So... Wow, that is pretty amazing. Okay, let me go find the one I did have access to. I kind of like that one. It's, oh, of course it's in Old Ear. Oh, I've heard it said. This is precisely what I'm looking for. And they call him Sandy Claus. This is one of the very important things, by the way, about art. It doesn't matter how good you are. Reference material for the win. There is no crime, no shame for using reference material. At all. So I have a spear. Let me go take a look at my one-handed axes, because I'm sure I have a horde-themed axe in here somewhere. That's actually a Zandalari themed. I want something that's generically horde, though. That's pretty generically horde. A mighty... Well, that's Gorian Cleaver. This is the way I want to live. That does not scream horde. That kind of does. That also kind of does. That really screams horde. There are things to come. Actually, this might be perfect. Yeah, this is pretty much what I was going for. Let me see if I find anything better than that. I'm sorry you can't actually see what I'm doing because, again, WoW's not loading into this scene. Some really nice axes in here, though. Again, I don't want these to be too complex because A, I have to draw them, and B, I don't want them to overshadow the rest of the badge, basically. That makes sense, doesn't it? I think this one is actually going to be the best one I have found. Okay, now you're gonna see what I'm talking about here. Uno momento, por favor. Quit. I'm actually tempted to play WoW tonight. It's easy. On the other hand, I want to play something I haven't played before, so let's go check this shiznit out. The way I want. I'm also kind of hungry, which it's 5:30, so it's gonna stream till 7, so I got about an hour and a half to kill. Alright. Let's go back to chat. Your Australian friend. Oh, yeah, Australian friend. You took a week from WoW. I don't care about WoW festivals anymore because I have the Headless Horseman's mount. I have the big love rocket. I don't care anymore. Ooh. Stream IRL from the KSC. Yes! That would be super badass. I'm thinking you should do that. I'm thinking you ought to do that. Okay, let me pull up my 4 items here. Watch this. Okay, so let's copy. You can't really see it that well, but that's okay. And again, these are just for reference, and again, there's no crime, no shame about using references. Horde Spear. You know, it kind of sucks that my 2 favorite monkeys are dead and my two least favorite monkeys are still alive. I don't mind Mike Nesmith, but Mickey Dolenz pisses me off. He thinks too highly of himself. I don't care Struth. This sword is actually the sword my main currently uses. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Z, A, and C. And an alliance shield. Okay. Now here's the thought. If I use the alliance shield in form with the actual logo on it, I would probably take the logo out down here. You want that really gorgeous orange pink one from the festival meta deed? Oh, the Violet Proto Drake? Oh yeah, I had that years ago. See, I used to, when I played WoW primarily and Lotra was kind of by the side, I did all of the holiday stuff, like, religiously. And it was awesome, but I also burnt out on it. I mean, I actually got sick of hearing the Headless Horseman's chanting after a while, and I'm like, I kind of felt bad about that. Okay, so we're gonna put these up here. I'm also gonna turn off the extras. I'm gonna keep the ruler on though. Well, there's also the simple fact way that the Locho festivals, they're always going. You kind of get burned out at doing the festivals, quite frankly. I once figured out that out of 52 weeks of the year, there's only like 10 or 11 weeks that we weren't in festival of some kind. Oh, the cool blue cosmetic, the Steed of Osgiliath? The one that's got like the light blue, and then with the dark blue stripe, and then the Osgiliath symbol? Yeah... Or, no. No, the one from Yule. The Steed of Athelion. The one that doesn't have the dark blue stripe across it. Oh, yes. I hear you on that one. I have settled for getting the cosmetic for it. Remember the one year they launched the Yule Festival, and they had the Osgiliath Steed there instead of the Athelion Steed, and people freaked the hell out? It was amazing. The Osgiliath Steed actually works well with... what's her face? With my character Phoenix, because there is an armor set that you can buy at the skirmish vendors. If it's on level, it's great, but above level, it's simply a cosmetic, and it's like a light blue with dark blue added to it, but the dark blue is bordered by silver, and oh my god. And the Osgiliath Steed goes perfectly with it. You're about the even blue. You know me, aired blue and blue for the win. Okay, so let's focus. Focus. Let's turn the alliance stuff off for now. No offense, alliance. I really don't mean to offend you. Whoops. Yeah, I need to turn that off because I need my horde frame here. I mean, I kind of like the weapons I drew, but they don't feel horde. You want to see? Yes! Wait, here, let me permit. Stupid Twitch. You stupid. Hang on. Oh. It's because I'm holding my thing weird. Why are you not typing? I think it turned off my keyboard. Oh great, I turned off my entire keyboard. That's amazing. Gone to ground. I turn off my thingy. Yeah, my keyboard won't type now. That's great. How did I manage that? I need to type things. Like, it'll control T. Oh, and it's typing there. What the frick? Hang on here. Okay, here we go. There you go. Now let's turn the Wacom back on. Okay, Wacom's 74%. Sweet. I have new email. And NVIDIA wants to do an update. Well, screw NVIDIA. Oh, hey! Nice emails. Okay, let me see. Ooh! That first one! Oh my! Me likey. Okay, let me go take a look at the second one. Ooh! Second one also pretty. Oh, and that third one is so punk! That's pretty cool. I do have a silver, white/silver wig. It's a white wig. It's really long, and I made braids in it. Not like cornrows, because cornrows on white people is a bad thing. But like, kind of like that one high elf hairdo, that has like the braids going back into a big holder and then the long ponytail, kind of like that. Yeah, it's who cares, right? There's a lot of people who stream who wear cosplay wigs, so who cares? If you're enjoying them and you like them, wear them. I don't judge you, because I don't really give that much of a shit. Okay, let's not do that in that window again. Thank you. Let's go back to Photoshop. Will Photoshop actually let me open it up? Maybe. Photoshop is pissing me off again. Let's save it. Okay. See, part of the problem is in Photoshop, Control-T does something completely different. Okay, let's spin this around. And ambigonate it. Notice we're making it, I am deliberately making it so that it's going to be the same size as what I'm already working with. Gone to ground. That's not what I wanted. Flip on the vertical plane. I always, half the time I always like, is it flip horizontal or flip vertical? And I always choose the wrong one the first time. See? Look at that. Oh, screw this. We are going to spin it. I said spin it. It's roughly the same size. Because this axe is so totally horde aesthetic. I said ass. Alright, so we're gonna save that. And you notice we're not tracing this. I have to, you know, let you all know we're being very clear about this. There is no tracing involved. Besides, wait, you know something? The Egyptians did this all the fucking time. Because it's damn hot, and it was damn hot in Egypt back in the day. It still is now. You know, being close to the equator does that kind of to you. So having something that is cool, you know, is a good idea. One more night. Alright, let's do our alliance-y stuff. That was my original horde. Alliance shield, sword. What I feel. I'm all alone. I'm breaking down, you know. See, it's about the right size. You plunk it about right there. Maybe a little bit bigger. I really like that sword. I really like that sword. Because one of the things I was trying to... See, the Alliance has two separate symbols. They have eagles. Or wyvern, you know, oh, they have the eagle-y, wingy sort of thing, and they also have the Alliance lion, right, is their actual... Hold on, one more night. Hold on. So, let's go back to working on the horde side, because for the horde, I guess, I don't know. I also have other designs that I've been working on. This will be like a gnomish design. And the reason I was going to do a gnome design is one of my dear friends pretty much identifies as a gnome. And I thought it'd be cool to make a badge for him as a gift. I'm also going to make one for his wife because his wife is awesome. And Mechagon is one of the new zones that's coming into the game fairly soon in the new update. Not expansion, but update. So that's cool. The other main area is Nazjazar, which is the home of the Naga, which are basically night elves who became sea serpents of a sort. Magical sea serpents. And Queen Ajara is currently the big... is not the big bad of this expansion, but she's pretty... She's like a high-end mini-boss, basically. And she will be the focus of the next raid. So this one will be kind of like, I want to put a couple of treasure chests down here on the ground. And we're just going to have like a big bubbly shape and then put like fins and shit on it. And because and I want to put fish scales on it. So I might make it like fish scale armor. Yeah, because I want to do a fish scale something on here. So I might make the circle not a bubble, but actually just 2 cascading sheets of fish mail. And then put gold and jewels and silver at the bottom there, treasure chest, because that'll be fun to draw. Maybe put a couple of fins at the top. And because the underlying, the actual current big bad of this expansion is N'Zoth the Old God. Oh, stop that. The Eye of N'Zoth is a thing. It has been a recurring theme of a lot of the short videos they've been putting out. So I think I want to go with all 4 of these because these will still be relevant at the end of the year when BlizzCon comes out. So I wanted to also put like 1 tentacle on here someplace, maybe just like a tentacle coming off to the right here and just spinning up and around. I thought that might be kind of fun. Or maybe put tentacles on both sides. I don't know yet. But that was my initial design. And this leaves a lot of space in here. And I was going to put a trident in here, actually. Let me go, let's go log back into Warcraft, because I need a trident, and I know I have tridents in my thing. BattleNet. Load up BattleNet. Well, my iTunes over here on my iMac, my whatever, is playing the beginnings of the William Tell Overture, which is kind of cool. Which everybody knows, the William Tell Overture is basically the beginning of, you know, the theme of the Lone Ranger, which I freaking love. And you can, well, you can't see it from here. Oops, sorry, my bad. Let's log back in and get me some more little weapon-y screenshots. Because what I can do is I can, get a couple of designs here. So I am looking for a trident, which will be not a two-handed sword. They'll be flagged as pole arms. I mean, I have a lot of really nice two-handed swords that I could use for these designs, but I don't really want to use one. These are old. So let's go with back to our pole arms because I want a trident. I want something fairly basic and simple for this trident. So don't want, I mean, I have some pretty good tridents for some reason. Apparently Blizzard really likes a certain style of trident, like, a lot. Because most of the tridents I have use the same exact shape and it's just reskins. I'm like, not helping, Blizzard. Not helping, Blizzard. Again, the same damn trident design, but it is reskinned. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to have to use this design because it's... I mean, there's a couple others here. Because one thing you can do in this is you can also see the stuff that you don't have in your collection. And it will also tell you where to find it, which is something I really wish a lot of other games would do. Really wish... Ooh, I like that. Where'd that come from? Oh. Oh, I like that. Come here, trident. I want something that looks undersea trident. Because most of these tridents, their skins don't really look like they belong undersea. This one does. We're going to use this one. Under the sea, under the sea. Da, 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 da. Wow, trident. Not a gum. What else are we looking for now? Jewels and gold. Fins. I was looking for something with fins on it. And there's a lot of weapons in the game, particularly from the Mista Pandaria era, that had fins on them. So let's go look for something with fins. Fins like a Cadillac. Wait, that looked like it had fins? Nope. What is that? A wraith spear. I don't know what that is. Don't even know where I got it. Okay, looking for things with fins on it. You got something with fins. Oh, the William Tell Overture is also the source of this morning wake-up song that everybody hears on a lot of things. That's not finny. Do, 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 do. Ooh, the 4 dragon blades? That looks cool. Okay, focus, focus! Well, that might do. That's actually the only trident I have seen. You know what? I like this trident even more. Let's use this trident instead. Or we can I can bring them both in and you can tell me which one you like better. We'll do it that way. This one screams under the sea. And it also has fins on it, which makes it even better. I don't have it in game yet, which is a little bit surprising. Okay, nothing in pole arms, but I do know some of my one-handed axes have finny like appearances on them. I think so. I can't remember. Because one of the Alliance races in the Mists of Pandaria expansion was a race called the Jinyu, and they were primarily known for being a fishy people. Kinda. No, it doesn't really have fins. None of these are screaming fins. Maybe... Ooh, I like that. Of course, the best one drops on Mythic. Still looking for more finny stuff. One thing I do like about the WoW transmog system is the fact that there aren't slots that you can fill out. That's a pretty finny weapon. I think we're gonna... Yeah, because it looks like a shark got turned into a sword, which is really cool. But it has a lot of the shapes that I'm looking for. Didn't realize this game had so many cool swords that I just don't have. Ooh. I need that. I'm looking at these things and I'm like, I need that, I want that, I need that. And I'm starting to think of like, what alt can I use that on? And some of them are like, oh, none of them. That one's pretty cool. Okay, I think I got all my finny options here. Alright, what else was I looking for? Any attire that had fins on them. I don't think we really have a lot of stuff that have fins for gear. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that screams fins. Okay, okay, I think we got what we need, finally. Sorry about that. I'll get out the wows. Alright, let's go back to where I can actually read chat. Okay. I'm gonna rename this Naga Design. Okay, shark sword. Let's make it big. Now I'm not going to use the actual design of the sword in this, but I want the shape of, you know, the various shapes of how things are working here. So I actually do want that shark sword in game. It'd be really cool. Okay, Trident 2. The Trident 2 is the one I really liked the most. Let's move that over here. And we're just going to move these over here so we can actually see what they look like. Okay, so a lot of the tridents in WoW look like the third one, the one at the bottom here. And they just have various skins. A couple of them have a couple of different effects on them. So that would be a natural one to use for this. On the other hand, the one in the middle is very much themed on the current game behavior of the Naga, having tridents and having fins on everything. I really kind of like it. So I think I'm probably going to go with the middle trident. I'm going to stream for about another 45 minutes or thereabouts while I get some more stuff done. I feel like I've actually made some progress here. Why is this person trending on Twitter? Pro gamer drama. That's all it seems to be. Alright, nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here, kids. Nothing going on here. Okay, so let us get back to... I think we're gonna go back to working on the Horde. For the Horde. Let me turn off the Naga stuff. Go back to our Horde. Hollywood. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of that. We're not going to use that one. Let's throw away the Lotro axe and go with the Horde axe. Here's our spear. Here's our frame that we've been working on. So we're definitely gonna, I say we, like, you know, I am going to use these two as my models. So you're going to see a bit of similarity of design, and that's going to be intentional because I want it to look like these models, but it's not going to be the same. I'm not going to copy their shit because these are professional Blizzard employees making this stuff, and, you know, copying is bad. But I do want to use them for reference for my own shtick. For example, you know, my spear's going to have that feather on it because I like the feather on there. And so we're just going to do that. So let's unlock and let's get back to drawing. Drawing is the fun stuff. California. And I'm gonna actually make this a bit smaller. There we go. I did actually kind of feel like this spike wasn't really Horde-y anyway. Horde generally is more of a blunt. I mean, they do put spikes on a lot of things, but generally axes are not one of them. So it's gonna be more of a blunt, kick in the nuts kind of thing. One thing WoW really likes to do is to make their weapons very thick. They have these big-ass blades on them, right? That, you know, honestly, it's like, how can you even cut through anything when your blade is, like, 3 inches thick? And I'm going to put a couple of notches. And they're also really big on putting notches into their blades. Like, why? Why? It doesn't cut well. Why aren't you putting... Why don't you make it look like, you know, this other thing? So... And in terms of, you know, making a design that's, again, not a copy of somebody else's design, you don't want to just, like, put notches in the blade in different places and call it a day. I mean, it's got to be functionally different in design. On the other hand, for example, when I commissioned Noxychew to make me my first BlizzCon badges, she actually used, and this is her typical standard, and this is the way I did it when you saw the one that I done earlier, is if you're doing some specific character and they're wearing a specific gear set from the game, well, you want to acknowledge that gear set. So Noxy had put my character in the gear set that the character was wearing at the time, which was the Um, the Ice Crown set, but I asked her to do it a little bit differently. Just a slightly different set of colors. They're like, okay, I want the tier 10 set, but I want it with these colors instead. Oh hey, who made this music? Could that be Moto Soda? Also known as Cordoban's own band from back in the day. Speaking of Cord, let me go check and see if there's any news on the Lotro forums. See if there's any other shenanigans I need to know about. Nope. Nothing going on in the world of Lotro. I think, yeah, I think we got it all. Okay. So if you notice, the two blades here do not match. That's actually by design. I don't want them to... I don't want to copy their work. I just want to use it as an example. So their axe clearly is going to have more clout. It looks more axey. And their handle also curves around, and mine is more of a straight thing, and I kind of don't like that. So we're gonna adjust a little bit here. There we go. Make it a little less straight. That's fine. That's kind of what I was gunning for. Okay, now let's work on this spear. Man, that spear is a mess.
won all the money in my GameStop suit. I went online and straight to YouTube and saw the TikTok video had 13 billion views. I opened up my email and what did I see? A treasure map to find all those copies of E.T. for 2,600 that were buried in the desert. On top of the note, and I'll read you this excerpt. You found lost games, now bring them to me. The note was signed by Christina Ricci. It had an address and a plane ticket attached. It didn't take long for that plan to be hatched. I hopped on a flight, I arrived at her home. She was wearing a bikini and she handed me some scones. She gave me her number and she told me to call her. Well, I'd buy that for $1. 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 Do you have change? I don't have anything smaller. I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1.
It's the best day. I got a cake made of carrots. Made for me by a flock of baby parrots. They're my wee chubby minions, and I'm proud to say that the clever little birds arranged a cheese parade. It's led by all the pretty tokusatsu boys who are taken aback by my charm and poise. But I've got to leave before it gets too tawdry, because at 8 o'clock tonight I play the part of Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, my favorite play. And I'm only just one day away from grabbing Carrie Ellis and some coffee in a flagon and hopping aboard my rocket powered dragon. Gonna visit all my friends who live at a distance and give the brand new Tally Hall album a listen. I'm not just gonna chuckle, I'm gonna holler. I buy that for $1. 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 Got Lentil by my side in his cape and collar. I buy that for $1. I buy that for $1. I buy that for $1. I buy that for $1.
I can out-marry Sue, the three of you two, cause today I won Monopoly while I was playing Clue. Got the 1%ers to give teachers their salaries, but antimatter bacon, that's negative calories. Went back in time and stopped the Boston Massacre with the aid of my real working flux capacitor. Broke Lindsay Lohan when I made a pass at her. Oh, I need your help! Sure thing, John Lasseter. I'll be the lead voice in the next Pixar flick, but only if you bring back the Muppet Show quick and greenlight that Roger Rabbit sequel while you're at it. Don't have it, Jack. Hey, cars and AdApps. So be sure to say hi when my tour comes to town. It's me, the Fat Boys, and Digital Underground. Huffy says, Yo, Lipsky, it's time to bust a rhyme. So I gave 3 nickels and a dime, cuz I got that for $1. I got that for $1. I got that for $1. Anything less would be putrid squalor. I got that for $1. I got that for $1. I got that for $1.
I'd like to state for the record that our girlfriend slash wife slash whatever Carrie is were present for all of the previously stated debauchery. Right, fellas? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Indeed. Yes, yeah.
Sarah was fine with it, but Carrie disapproved.
That's because she's dainty.
Extremely dainty.
Shut up, Ian!
Don't you think that joke has run its course?
No.
I hate you guys.
Guys? Guys? Fine, jerks. I'm gonna go play Tomodachi Life.
Some folks dream of the wonders they'll do before their time on this planet is through. Some just don't have anything planned. They hide their hopes and their heads in the sand. I don't say who is wrong, who is right. If by chance you're here on this night, all I need is an hour or two. Tell the tale of a dreamer like you. We all dream a lot. Some are lucky, some are not. You think it, wanted to dream it, and it's real. Or what you feel. But all that I say can be told another way. In the story of a boy whose dream comes true, they could be you. What I'm trying to do here is to get it so the actual shape of the shield is square. And I think what I'm going to do with this, to sort this out, and there's nothing wrong with using a guide to work on shapes like this. As long as you understand why you're doing what you're doing. So the main thing I was missing here is the bottom of the shield wasn't, you know, you can see the line that I'd put here was not right. So now another thing about the shield that's going to make it difficult is there is perspective involved here. So if I'm just doing a straight up, you know, 2D cover of the shield, a cover, that's not gonna work. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that this top edge is closer. That this bottom edge is thicker. I said thick. I think that works a lot better. I think that works. Now for the sword, we've got a lot more to do here. In fact, I'm just going to completely wipe the sword out. We're just going to start from scratch. And we're going to pick a new tune because it's depressing. There we go. Information Society. Make sure there's nothing exploding anywhere. We're going to stream for about another 15 minutes or so. Think what I'll do is I'll get the sword ready. One thing we are going to do though is we're going to draw the basic line of the sword. Where we want the sword to be. That way we have all of our stuff pretty much already parked here. Now this sword would actually benefit from having, oh man, I'm drawing terribly now. Oh, this is gonna be real simple. This sword would actually benefit from mirroring, is like draw one half the way you like it. And then just flipping it. But that would involve drawing it, you know, straight up. So this is kind of cool. We're doing it this way. I might actually do that, is draw it straight up once and then go from there. Because look at this, this is horrible. And this is a very symmetrical blade, so you'd really want to get it right. So I think that's what we're gonna do here, is we're gonna make the sword, we're gonna draw it this way. I'm gonna show you this, could be cool. Just do straight down. And line sword. Boop. So what we're gonna do is move it over here. We're gonna twist it. That way I only have to worry about one side of it. And then you just go from there. Yeah, this one's gonna require a lot more work to get it straight now. I'm not too fussed about what goes across the line. It just helps me sort out where things are going to be. Oh, see him home. Not going home till he's dead. Go to dad. Kill the beast. You're against us. Well, Gaston's a dick, isn't he? Let us out. Who's with me? I am. You're all idiots. So the important thing is to get this entire design in and get it finalized and then go in and actually, you know, do the copies. All right. The sad thing is, 2 of the actors from this song are passed away. David Ogden Stiers, who played Cogsworth the Clock, and Jerry Orbach, who played Lumiere. Yeah, and I'm not going for the same level of detail on the sword, because I ain't got that in me. Alright, you know what? It's a little bit early. I think I'm gonna call it. Because I'm actually feeling real hungry, so I want to go get some supper. Later tonight, I will be playing something. Probably... I still have to do some inventory management in Lotro. Surprise. So I'm probably gonna do that while I relax. And what I'm going to wind up doing here is, at least for these, is I'm seriously going to go in and work on these some more. Oh, man. You're going to go sleep? I approve of sleeping. It's actually part of my problem that I approve of it too much. Ray Patrick, it's got Shatner in there. You'll just have to do your best. And Kirk lies bleeding in my head. It's possible Cordovan might stream tonight at 9 o'clock over on twitch.tv/mockduck. Not too likely. He's got like a million things to do. because he gets to drive and pick up his kid this weekend, which means he ain't got time to do shit. But if he does, you want to go hang out. He does often play Atari games. And he needs to send me my capture card back one of these days. No rush, though. So I'm going to keep working on him and see if he's still amenable to boosting a Runekeeper. And see if he would enjoy that. One thing I definitely did not want him to do is to feel that he had to use his off-stream Runekeeper, because, you know, that's for playing with his friends. But I don't know, he might have more fun with that. We'll see. I'll talk to him about it some more and see what he thinks. I mean, I like Dwinchel the Dwarven Minstrel, and I think Dwinchel would be a very good character to play if he wanted to play a healer. But he doesn't want to play a healer. He wants to play a cleric, which is basically a healer who hits things. Which a Runekeeper is a much better character for doing that. So we'll see. In the meantime, Wayward, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for showing me those awesome wigs that you're buying. They are going to look amazing on your stream. I can't wait to see them for realsies. I have no real life plans at the moment, aside from, depending on how the paycheck happens this week and what other bills I have to pay. My intention is to see if I can afford to go to Mythmoot, because Lotro Maven, Trisha Lambert, is graduating with her master's, and I kind of want to meet her in real life, because she's cool. She's a bit of a curmudgeon, but then so am I, so that's why we get along so well. And we both take turns in, you know, making sure Corey gets shit done, because, you know, if you think there's anybody more absent-minded than Cordovan, that would be Corey. But they both my friends. In the meantime, you have a good day, and I will see you on the flip side. Alright? Let's play some music on the outro.